Hey everybody, Alicia here with AJ Farm 605. We just wanted to walk you through and do a garden tour, our first garden tour. So it is July 13th today, and right now you're looking at all of our sunflowers. So here in this first row we have some dwarf sunflowers, and then you come back and we have some branching. I think it's Moulin Rouge, so it'll be like a purplish, yellow, dark red flower. And then in the back we have some more regular branching sunflowers. We'll probably cut on these a little bit to sell bouquets, but we really are trying to do some flowers for photos in this area. And then over on this side, we have some more sunflowers. And so the back row here, we have some of the the really tall sunflowers. They're gonna get to be about 17 feet tall, hopefully. And then in front of those, we have 14-foot tall ones. And then in front of those, we have 12. And then we have some Pro Cut, which are single stem sunflowers we're gonna use for bouquets and for pictures again. We really set this up to kind of test out photo ops. So I'm hoping this will work with the varied sizes and the biggest ones in the back, and then the short ones in the front for kids and sitting. So then on this side, we have a lot of our flowers. This is amaranth. I can't remember what kind. It's either Love Lies Bleeding or a green one. The Verde one, and I think that might be this one. And then the other kinds we have, this is a red spike amaranth. And then these are some dahlias we did from seed. They've been struggling a little bit with some bugs. So we've been having a little bit of a hard time. Some of them in the back are doing good. But this year is all learning year for our property, see which flowers do well and which ones have a hard time, so that's okay. Then we have some more random ones back there. I can't even remember what that is. I think it's a pincushion or a straw flower. And then we have a ton of snapdragons. They're just starting to bloom. We've been cutting the little ones to kind of promote more growth and longer stems. And they are so pretty. And then we have some zinnias that are getting ready to bud back there. And then some more zinnias that got attacked by bugs a little bit. And then in this row, there's some more snapdragons. They're so awesome looking. And then here we have a lot of basil. So I think the one is cinnamon basil, and then there's a regular basil, the Genovese basil. And then I am playing around with a few perennials. This is a feverfew that will bloom. And then we have some lavenders. And then in the back there, that is Mahogany Splendor. It's a hibiscus plant, foliage hibiscus plant we'll use for filler, especially for the fall. And then this, I think, is more pincushion or straw flowers. Pink flamingo, I think it's a celosia, I can't remember, but it kind of grows like a clover almost looking. It's really neat. So these are getting ready to bloom. They're getting pretty big. And then down this row we have some more celosia, and again you can kind of see we're getting some curled leaves from bugs and stuff, but some of them are pulling through and getting bigger. This one looks really awesome. I'm excited to see all the colors. Here's a little pink one coming in. Oh, and here's some yellow. And then next we have a row of cosmos. Those are just getting big, and hopefully we'll be seeing some bloom soon. And then we have another row. We have some Dusty Miller and just a few other experiments. And then this is Gomphrena. Looks like a tiny little clover. They're really cute. They're growing really well. All right, then on this side we have more vegetables. So this row is it needs to be weeded, but we have some Thai basil, I think like a dark opal basil, then a couple iceberg lettuces. And then we have some zucchini and bush cucumbers, some more sunflowers, and a little lone Swiss chard back there. Here we have some Swiss chard and some kale, more basil down there. You should look at a video of that basil, that's really pretty. This is Thai basil, and I'm going to use it for filler in my flower bouquets. It smells so good, and it is super pretty. It grows great. And then we also did 2 rows of outside peppers, and they're finally starting to bush out a little bit. We had a hard time with blister beetles in the very beginning because we don't use any insecticides or pesticides here, just to be safe for our animals, and we don't want to be eating it. And so we definitely had some struggles with bugs in the beginning of some things, but they're really starting to do well. And then over here we have some more carrots that are starting to get a little bigger, and we have some beets here. These ones, I think a new variety we have is going to be Avalanche. It's a white beet out of this row. And then here we have some marigolds and some zinnias. And then in this row we kind of have a bunch of random stuff. We have bush beans, and then we're doing these cute little pumpkins on a stick for fall stuff. It's actually an eggplant. It's really neat. And then down towards the back we have some more basil, some herbs, radishes, and in the back one of the things that I'm most excited about is ground cherries. So let's go look at those. I think there's some on here. See if we can find it. Oh yeah. So that's a ground cherry. It's actually part of the tomatillo family, and it has a husk, and when it's ready that husk will turn like a light tan, and the berry might actually fall off, and that means that it's ready to eat. You take the husk off and eat the berry on the inside, and a lot of people have compared them to like tasting like a little bit of a tomato, and then very fruity. I've heard pineapple flavor and strawberry in them, so we're really excited to try those. And then the last bed we missed is just some more carrots that we'll have hopefully by fall, or for fall, end of summer. They're just starting to sprout. All right, then over on this side of the garden, we have squash. We have summer squash and winter squashes. I think our winter squash, we have some acorn, butternut. I think that might be it. I'm not sure if we have any more. And then we have green zucchini and yellow zucchinis. And then over here we have cucumbers. This first trellis is our pickling cucumbers. And then the one in the back is our slicing. Those haven't started setting any fruit yet, but the plants are doing good. This pickling cucumber, we're trying to figure out what variety we planted. I'm not sure what it is, but it looks pretty cool, so we're excited to try that one. And then we also have some celery that's finally starting to come back. We had from our friend Andrea. We thought we lost it through the heat of the summer, but it's starting to do really well. So I'm excited to see how that does. Then in here, this side is our specialty pepper side of the greenhouse. We have a lot of different varieties in here. So down on this end, we have jalapenos. And these plants are really taking off and doing well. They're really big, probably about to mid-thigh on me. Then we have some banana peppers. And then here we have poblanos. Those are starting to do really awesome. And then next is cayenne peppers. These are producing a ton of peppers. And then we have Carmen peppers. This is a Italian frying pepper. There's not any heat to these ones. And then we have, this is a habanada pepper. This one we're really excited about. It is a heatless habanero. So you have the flavor of the habanero, but no heat. I've heard that they do take a while to ripen. This is a habanero. And then we have Thai peppers. In here, there's tons of these little things coming in. And then in the back, we have Italian pepperoncinis, so that those will have a little kick. Then this side is, this is our other pepper row. So these are bell peppers. And they're doing really well, they produce a lot. I'm kind of surprised by how much they've been producing. What happened to this one? Well, let's just put that one. And if we keep going down, next we have Lilo. This is a greenhouse variety of purple bell pepper. And purple bell peppers are definitely my new favorite, and Ralphie's new favorite. They taste nothing like a green pepper. They're very sweet, and I like them raw, honestly. Just cut it up and snack on it. It's really, really good. And it's really neat because they're bright green on the inside and purple on the outside, so they have a really cool look. So then here's some more bell peppers. This was just a color mix. Those are greens. And then I think we had a yellow over here. Yeah, there's the yellow one. And then we have Arrow. This is an Eros pepper, which is a mini bell pepper. We have a couple different varieties of those, Eros and then just a plain mini bell. And these have been probably one of my favorite things out of here as well, because again, they're super sweet, really good just to pick off the plant and eat while I'm walking around the garden. Then I spread the seeds everywhere and hope that new pepper plants pop up everywhere. But they're awesome just to have in your fridge, or you could use them for kebabs. And the plants just produce a ton. It's insane how many come off there. So then our tomatoes, we have several different varieties, but this is a paste tomato, a San Marzano. It is really, really good for sauces. Very meaty. It's not, doesn't have a lot of water. And then here we have some of our cherry. This is a Sakura variety, and this has been doing amazing. Definitely our earliest producer was this plant. But you can see coming in hot right behind it is the Super Sweet 100. They are going insane. I'm really excited to see if all these flowers actually produce a tomato, because we will be rich with them if that's the case. And this is in a Pero. We haven't tried those yet. This is a yellow pear cherry tomato. So it is yellow. So yellow tomatoes are less acidic than red tomatoes. And that's how this has been described too. We just had some in salads. And the flavor is a little bit more like a larger tomato, not super sweet like a cherry, but really good for salads. And then over here we have probably one of our new favorites is the Sun Gold. These are delicious, very fruity flavor. They're not acidic, very sweet, probably even more sweet than the red tomatoes. Then over on this side we have greenhouse variety tomatoes. So these are Frederick and Geronimo, or what they're called, and they're supposed to be bred to do really well in greenhouse conditions, and they are doing good. Like I said, we did have a little struggle in the beginning with some bugs, but all of our plants, especially these, have been able to just kind of bust through it. They've done really well, and they're producing a ton, as you can see. There's a ton of fruits on these, and they all look flawless. So we're excited. We'll probably be able to bring a limited amount of larger vine greenhouse grown tomatoes to the farm stand this Friday. So then this is one of our heirloom varieties. This is a Cherokee Purple. It'll be a darker looking tomato once it's ready. But you can kind of see the heirlooms definitely have a different look than the regular tomatoes. They're more bumpy, they're kind of more unique looking. They're more of an old tomato. It's a vintage tomato, a seed that has been around for a very long time and has not been adjusted or modified in any way. So they grow differently. A lot of people say that they have more of like a smoky flavor to them. So then here we have Amish paste tomatoes. This is another variety of a paste tomato that we're offering. It's an heirloom, and it's very big. Like, this is the full size here, and there isn't supposed to be a lot of water in these. Just like a San Marzano, it's very meaty, and so it goes a long way for your sauces compared to a more watery regular vine tomato. All right, so this is a purple variety of carrot that we are growing this year. I think it's Purple Elite. They're really cool. We'll have to wash it off to show you the true color. But they're dark purple on the outside and then yellow on the inside. And it tastes like a carrot, like a regular carrot. And then the other kind that we have ready right now is called a Bolario. And the flavor is excellent, and it's supposed to be a really good storage carrot for long-term storage. Okay, let's go. Purple color is so cool. I think you could definitely get kids to eat vegetables with this carrot. And you can see the yellow middle in there. So down at our neighbor Lindy's house, our pumpkins are doing great. They're huge, enormous. Our pumpkin plants are. We're super excited to do the giant varieties and see what we can produce from those. The rain has really been helping those plants down there. The sunflowers are getting big. It's definitely a new, some new problems for us because down at Lindy's garden, we don't have any protection from deer or grasshoppers or anything like that. So we've been fighting those things down there. But we're really happy with how everything's grown. Some of the cantaloupe didn't do as well. The rabbits are eating our plants down there, but the rest, some of the watermelon are doing good, and the honeydew melons are doing really well too. Thanks for coming on our garden tour with us. We're really excited to show you guys all the growth that we've had recently, and we'll definitely do another one in a few weeks. Be sure to like our Facebook page if you haven't already. We're really active on there. Same with our Instagram, follow us on there, and then subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you click the notification bell, it'll let you know each time when we put out new content so you don't miss anything. And yeah, thanks for hanging out with us for a bit, and be sure to come up down to our farm stand at CBH Travel Center every Friday from noon to 6 or until we sell out. Have a good day.